Day 220 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all, we're back again another day, another LeetCode problem, and today we have question number 25, reverse nodes and K group. The difficulty level is hard, but don't worry, we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand, y'all, so let's get into it. Question says, given the head of a linked list, reverse the nodes of the list K at a time and return the modified list. K is a positive integer and is less than or equal to the length of the linked list. If the number of nodes is not a multiple of K, then the left out nodes in the end should remain as it is. You may not alter the values in the list nodes, only the nodes themselves may be changed. So let's look at example 1 so we can see what they mean by that. First thing we need to realize is we are going to reverse the nodes of the list K at a time, right? So that means in this example, we have the input head equals an array of integers for the list nodes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and K equals 2. Since K equals 2, that means we are going to reverse the nodes of the list 2 at a time. So that is why this 1, 2, node 1, 2 changes to 2, 1, right? And 3 and 4 changes to 4, 3 because we're reversing them 2 at a time, right? So it goes. That's why the output is 2, 1, 4, 3, 5 because it goes the 2, 1, that's 2 at a time. Then the 4, 3, that's 2 at a time. We reverse these two, and then we reverse these two. Now the tricky part, or the part that probably is what makes this a hard question, is that we have to, or we may not alter the values in the list nodes, only the nodes themselves. So that's important to understand because right now in example 1, right, the node 2 points to 3, but when we reverse it, node 2 has to point to 1, right? And we have to make sure that the pointers point to the correct nodes as well. We can't just reverse this and have 2 pointing to still pointing to 3, which is all the way over here, right? We need 1 that points to 2 up here, and now 1 points to 4. So that's why we need to that's what we need to keep in mind as we're solving this solution, because we can't just change the values, we have to change the whole node, which means we're going to have to change the pointers too. So let's look at example 2 where K is equal to 3. It's a little bit more tricky, right? So in this case, input head equals an array of integers, same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This time K equals 3, and the output is 3, 2, 1, 4, 5. So they just reversed this 1, 2, 3 right here and changed it to 3.321 right here. But remember, we have to change the pointers as well. So now 3 is going to point to 2 instead of 4, and 1 has to point to 4, which is all the way over here, and 2 has to point to 1, which is right back here. So that's what we have to keep in mind as we're doing this solution, y'all. We have to keep the pointers in mind as well. Now that we understand the question, though, let's get into the fun part, the actual code. Now, before we get into the code, y'all, if you need any new Apple AirPods, go ahead and check that link in the description, and go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. So now let's figure out how we're going to solve this. First thing we're going to do is we are going to declare a variable. We're going to call that temp1. We're going to cast that. That's going to be a list node. Make sure you put the question mark after list node, and we're going to set that equal to head. Then we're going to come down here. We're going to say for underscore in 0 up to k minus 1, excuse me. We are going to say temp1, temp1. We're going to set that equal to y'all, temp1 dot, or that should be a question mark after that too, dot next. Then we're going to say if temp1 is equal sign to nil, open up the brackets, we're going to return head, meaning if there's not enough nodes, we're just going to return it as is. Then we're going to come outside of that for loop, and we are going to declare some more variables. First variable we're going to declare, we're going to call that prev colon, that's going to be a list node, question mark. We're going to set that equal to nil. Then we're going to declare another variable that's going to be current. Then we're going to say colon. That's going to be a list node as well, question mark. And we're going to set that equal to head. Then we're going to declare another variable called next, colon. That's going to be a list node, question mark, and we're going to set that equal to nil as well. Excuse me. Then we're going to say for underscore n 0 up to k. What we are going to do is we are going to say next equals current question mark dot next, and what that is going to do is it's going to store the next node for us. Then we're going to come down here, we're going to say current, that should say current question mark dot next. We're going to set that equal to prev, and what that's going to do is it's going to reverse the current node's pointer, right? So remember, we have to reverse the pointers as well. Then we're going to come down here, we're going to say prev equals current, and what that is going to do is it's going to move prev forward. Then we're going to do the same thing for current. We're going to say current equals next, and what that is going to do is that's going to move current forward. Then we're going to come down here underneath that for loop, and we're going to say head question mark dot next, set that equal to, we are going to use some recursion here, so we're going to say reverse K group, capital K, capital G group, parentheses, current, comma, K. And that's going to recursively reverse the rest of the list and connect the two pointers for us. And then we're going to come down here and we're just going to say return prev. So that should be all she wrote, y'all. Let's run it, see how it runs, make sure it runs how it's supposed to. Okay, that's accepted, so let's submit it, make sure it stays submitted, y'all. Let's see. Look at that, y'all. 0 milliseconds beats 100% of users with Swift, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see, y'all. I hope to see y'all here tomorrow, and I hope y'all are doing y'all LeetCode problems every day, because that's what it's going to take, y'all. You already know it's going to take a lot of discipline, and it's going to take a lot of consistency to achieve the goals and be the best LeetCoders and programmers we can be, y'all. But that's okay, because we're Swift programmers, y'all. Do not let anybody get in your head, tell you that you can't do it. Just remember, every master started as a beginner at some point in their career or in their journey. So don't let that imposter syndrome sit in just yet, y'all. Just keep going, stay disciplined, and stay consistent. Keep putting your 10,000 hours in until you accomplish your goals, whatever they may be, y'all. We're all here in it together. We're all here to help lift each other up and encourage each other to stay disciplined and to keep going and to push through, y'all. So just know you can do it, y'all. Just stay disciplined and stay consistent. Now get one more look at the code before we leave, y'all. One more look at the code. And that's all for today. I hope to see y'all here tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. See y'all then.